back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready? Viking 18.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
51's the mic, 51's the mic.
Now Jones. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
All day. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Rocco 80.
51's the mic. You gonna go night-night? Time to go night-night.
Let's go.
Throwing Jones. Buying time to his left. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
44's the mic. 44's
Bring it.
the mic.
Here we go.
They'll try and run here with Swift. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block obliquely, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Here we
A
go.
real field
45,
flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, check Mike.
Let's go.
Love now.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Ready up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Jones steps away to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. But Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 9.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
29 is the mic. 29.
Back to throw. Jones. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. I know he ain't got it.
Ready, go.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Defense, let's go. 29.
Let's go.
Off play action. Jones.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
You're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Go.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Let's go, heavy.
And that's complete to the right side of the table. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Too little, cupcake.
On the option to give to Swift here. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Watch the action.
They'll run with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue.
You got tight right there.
Jet. Ready, go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Set. Red. 38.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Kill.
Back. Check nickel.
Hey, go steal.
Shit.
Hut.
Here's Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
I'm going to run you over.
18 Cardinal.
Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
52 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run right here with Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product Shaquem Griffin. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
You don't want it.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, bunch set. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check Fury.
Bang, 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 bang.
Set go.
Working out of the gun. Love.
Crunch. 36,
Flushed out
36.
right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Mike 6. Mike 6.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Mega.
Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
On 3rd down, Love.
Check 23. 6 guys. Check 6
Ball
guys.
had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right here.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
44 is the mic, 44 is Mike. Check.
Hey, watch the ball, 25, check 25, check 25.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Wide open, it's Allen complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready?
44's Mike. Check, check. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Kill.
Cougar 19. Connect.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love from the gun. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, go Fury. On the ball. On the ball. Set. Go.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 45. White. Steal. Check steal.
Single.
Shovel. 38.
Single to slot.
Set. Hut.
Play action this time with Love. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Shift. Check. Fresno.
Ready. Go.
On play action, Love to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Eyes on 10. Nice, sweetheart.
Wide open receiver complete.
Wide.
And they
Get
work
wide.
this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Let's go.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Tighten up.
Check smash.
Check. Lucky.
Ready. Go.
Switch.
That catch good for only a couple.
Here we go. Go.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10.
Hey, go steal. Twist. Set, go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They still playing soccer. Go pink. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Mike Zink.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the bootleg, Jones. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Tag, Cowboy 80.
51's the mic, boys, 51.
Come on.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And running with power here. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw. For the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
4 down, 4 down.
Check 13. Check 13.
Slam, slam.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, check mega.
Check.
Go.
To throw now. Here's Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad
18
spot,
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
On 2nd down, Swift.
Stay with your man.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Jones. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And his kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Ready, go!
Love from the gun on third down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
50, green.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now Love.
4 down.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Romeo Okwara able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Ready.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Check striker.
Throwing. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
On the set. 51's the mic.
Check. 51's the mic, boys. 51. Ready.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and the Packers pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Strong right.
4 down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Aleem McNeil breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Love going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Love now. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pollard to return to the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing Jones. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got it. Ready?
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
So we got man.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Here we go.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
51's the mic, boys. 51. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 51.
On the option to give to Swift here. Oh, and Nelson space to operate. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 25-yard line. A big play there out of the running game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Boom! I see you, boy. I see you.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.